underdogs. They will be taking on Chile, who had some moments last week, but are very much the underdogs here in Edmonton. We're going to have a moment there. Billy Odhiambo, electric player, and they've given him the honor of taking this field here in Edmonton by himself to honor his 50th appearance on the HSBC World Series. What a servant of the game and what a servant of Kenyan Sevens rugby. Congratulations, Billy Odhiambo. Lonely out there in the middle, but his team's. And I'll tell you what, that's a dangerous thing. Kenyans with a smile on their face. I'm joined by Andrea Burke. Andrew, we saw glimpses of this in Vancouver last week. When they get going and they start enjoying throwing the ball around, it's dangerous.
As tough and as rumble and as hard as rugby is, the best way to play it is with that smile on the face, to bring the grit and then the hard hits.
And there's the Chilean side. Philippe Branger, the senior veteran there.
Got you.
32 years old. He's the most experienced with Julio Blanc with 5 events. And it will be the Canadian, Tal Chowdhury, refereeing.
To go.
Off we go here with our second Pool B match. Kenya in the black jerseys playing from left to right. Hang that kick up. They were very poor in kickoffs last week, the Kenyans. For a moment they thought they had it, but off goes Blanc. Has a look. Kenya not afraid to build the phases. They've spilled that one. It's immediately pounced on by the man in his 50th event. And off he goes. Too much space. Nelson Oyu, the captain, just steps out of one tackle and bounds under the post.
Kenya's confidence was building from day 1 to day 2 over the 6 games in Vancouver Sevens, and it is continuing to rise today in Edmonton. Their stride is absolutely impeccable. They're going to be capitalizing on turnovers. They will be playing a very hard and physical match today. It will be a tough call for the Kenyans, Garrett.
Yeah.
Chileans, pardon me.
Yeah, Tyson Power throughout the team here. Early lead. Nelson Oyu, 27 years old, but 37 tournaments under as well. Another loose ball goes their way, and it's Humwa. Nothing going Chile's way off these kickoffs. The tackle's complete because the knee went to ground. Now Kenya will build the attack. Odhiambo looking midfield, tries to go behind, but it's well poached by Piñera. Now they're going to have their first real chance in attack. They're very deep. In fact, the pass doesn't go to hand. Branger, who's usually at the heart of anything good for Chile, trying to pass on some of those lessons to this very young Chilean side. In fact, there's 5 teenagers in this team. Blanc nowhere to go, gets back in field. Again, phases from Chile, but not really a threat to the Kenyan wall. And the ball is Piñera again. He's a bit isolated for a moment, but does well to get it back. Now through the middle goes Chile. Well, this is their best phase of is the, I suppose, maybe a turning defense into offense. William Baka with the try for Kenya.
It's the try threat that is so difficult on the turnovers, right? This is why possession is so important, because on a turnover such as this one on the screen, it is just too easy because there's no set defense. The opposition is an attacking formation and not set up to be making the tackles.
Great celebrations there. Otieno on the field to celebrate with his mate. William Baka. Himself with 51 events. So finally the kickoff gathered by Chile. Just a few questionable offloads from the Chileans, the Condors here.
What? Duck!
They've had their share of possession, it must be said. They've just been a little bit unthreatening, I suppose, very deep in attack. Good cover there from Odiambo. And he's won the penalty for his team. Not releasing was Alcerreca.
Penalty goes to Kenya. What the call is that it was a double roll on the field.
Kenyans have chosen a scrum here. You see it there. Good shot, Andrew.
That defense is so quick. Even though the support was there from Chile, it was actually the ball carrier that caused the infringement.
So again, three-man scrums in sevens, and Kenya have chosen that off the penalty, as is their option, to draw in those Chilean defenders and create more space for their attackers out wide. And just like the 15s game, no nonsense scrum time. Referee Chowdhury wants it set properly. Gone are the days of the pushing and pulling and the underbinding and the kicking through. All of the shenanigans used to go on in a 7 scrum.
Those are what we call the dog-outs of the scrum.
So, Daniel Tabu. Looping left-handed pass to Alvin Otieno. What a performance he put in last week. He did a lot of that. Oh, sit down, the Bosch, the fend, still going through the middle of the field, pumping, finally offloads. That is Alvin Otieno at his best.
Couple of hard Bosches and bangs, but Chile's able to bounce back. Great turnover, nice quick hands in before the ruck forms.
Perhaps wisely, Chile just choosing the territory and maybe a restart. They were manhandled there by the big man. Watch this, every way. There's a Bosch, here's a fend, the big mitt in the throat, and then the pace to back it up. Ranger can't catch him. The Buffalo was off and running.
On a beast like the Buffalo, the only chance for tackling is to get way low. Look for the shoelaces, look for the ankles.
Doesn't he love playing this game? What an addition to the series. Overthrow from Chile. Scything run from Mbaka.
High tackle, advantage high tackle. Number 1.
Looking to go top of your screen. Odiambo, he sucks in the defenders. Gives Oyu the space on the outside. Oh, an awkward fall. Play on to the referee. Looking short side is Humwa. And it will be a penalty against Chile. We're going way back. Quite rare in the sevens game.
Right here.
Chile's doing just a valiant effort. Anything they can do to keep Kenya from breaking the line right now.
Well, straight through the middle. William Baka stepped back 2 steps and just powered through the attentions of the Spanish defense. William Baka, second try. The end of this first half here. Kenya.
Look at the step there. Mbaka is one of the most experienced players. He's able to read and react just like the best of them. Great quick little step to get the separation and the fend from the defense coming in.
So conversion in front of the post, and that will do it for our first half here at the Canada Sevens. Kenya up in this one early, 19 points to 0 over Chile. Well, here we are in Edmonton, the 33rd city to host an HSBC World Series stop. The Lumberjacks are here, Andrea, and they're all ready to party, and they're really ready to watch this next match, Canada versus Hong Kong.
The weather couldn't be better here in Edmonton today. It's a perfect temperature for nice, crisp mountain air. What a great setup for some rugby this weekend.
This boy's confused. He's an All Black and he's a Canadian, but good on him. He's got the flag. I'll back him. Two Cowboys there. You people have put in a bit of service for Canadian rugby in that trio. Yeah, really great to be bringing the Sevens game to new parts of the world. We're here in Alberta. Proud tradition of sports here, of course, the city of champions for many years. The Edmonton Elks, who play on this field. Wayne Gretzky's Edmonton Oilers dominated an ice hockey team.
Yeah, so speaking of hockey, you know, there's Jeff Bukaboom that came out of the Edmonton Oilers for a number of years, and Bukaboom is quite a household name in the Rugby Canada family, with Tyson Bukaboom and Brett Bukaboom representing the men.
Teletubbies, I'm not quite up. The kids are a bit older. There's something. There's
a number of warm-looking outfits, costumes today in the stands, but it's actually not that cold.
Well, in a part of the world where we could have snow, we have a nice balmy fall day. Good Sevens rugby. Chile starting us off for the second half. They're down by 19 points. Can they make it up? They've got the bounce, lumbering through the midfield. Goes Planella. He's had some good touches early on. Good feet from Warnken, but he's brought down 20 meters out now. Chile, the deepest they've been in Kenyan territory. One-handed pass, Julio Blanc rounding the outside. Can he get through? 7 meters out now. Planella looks. Now they're going to go over the top to the veteran. Brangier, does he have the pace? He's got the guile. Does he get it down? I think we're going to have a look. So we'll listen into the referee here.
Yeah, I'd like to check. Team on check, please. Maddie, going to come up to you.
So just
Try please.
in case you're concerned, they haven't ripped the sod off the field. This is an artificial pitch here, and the corner flags aren't drilled in. Brangier hits down hard. He has to keep his feet in the field of play. That's probably what we're looking at here, because I don't think there's any question about the grounding. Does he keep his body in? Oh, I think with the new law interpretations, Andrew, that's going to be okay.
It's a great call to go PMO here. The AR just can't get a good view in blockage on the body, and it's actually the Kenyan foot that goes out of touch.
And what we're looking for, this is very recent from World Rugby, where it used to be perhaps downward pressure was a word that was used. We're looking for no separation of the ball from his hand. And this is a classic example, and it has been awarded, and that's a really good example of what will now be the norm in rugby.
Well, that is an excellent way for Chile to bounce back. It's all about that halftime speech. What's not working? What is working? How do we exploit the Kenyans? Chile came out really hard in the first minute of play. They attacked the gaps and got the ball into space.
Well, they can't have the extras, but one-on-one, you got to back Brangier. To say only 7 tournaments to his name, but vastly experienced and just so passionate about his team, 32 years old, and he's really trying to help on this team loaded with teenagers. I said 5 teenagers in the team. Talked to him yesterday, and his passion and his smile, his love of the game comes through loud and clear. Of course, his 15s counterparts will be up in Canada as part of the Rugby World Cup qualifying process. No longer do the Condors 7s and 15s players cross over. They're separate programs. But unfortunately for Chile and those Condors, it's back to normal. And Kwemoy goes through. Just those striding legs of the Kenyans, too much, too fast for Chile to cover.
There's nothing that the fans love more than a little bit of end-to-end rugby sevens. There's the Bosch. Kenya is just such a physical team. Chile's putting everything they have, and it's once the space opens up a little bit, it's all about dropping the hammer, stepping on the gas, and scoring the try.
Yeah, they're having fun in Canada. Traditionally, there are swaths of Kenyan fans that make a real effort to travel from everywhere from Vegas to Vancouver. We should mention way back when the Chileans did beat Kenya down in LA back in 2004, but they have a lot to do here in the last just over 4 minutes. An awkward lift there, and it will be a knock-on against Chile. This is a weird one, Andrea.
A little bit of back and forth. There it is, Kenya with the 4 line breaks. That's tough. I love the absolute athletic strength. Upside down, that is what a good teammate until just the drop, able to get the hands out there. Can you imagine holding close to 200 pounds in a shoulder press, moving?
Lifting used to be in the game to really protect you because you can't be hit when you're in the air. But now that the law has been changed, there's some that would think we shouldn't really have lifting, especially for kids. And you saw the awkward situation he got in there. I think it's a good conversation to have, whether we still need lifting. But here we go, Branger on the outside. I don't think he'll have the pace, but he's got the left arm in the chest, which got him an extra 10 yards. Chile threatening again. Very positive play from them. Again, wide attack. They're happy to push it through the hands. Oh, but that one's bobbled. The substitute, Berthy, couldn't hang on to it. Frustrating there.
Yeah, I've been impressed with Chile coming back in the second half. It was really nice to see them close the gap. But then the answer back try to get a 26-5 lead for Kenya. Chile needs to really bear down here. You know, another try to score, close the gap a little bit, can give them a bit of confidence.
Well, gone are the days when Branger can get around the outside, but he still has the guile to put that hand in the shoulder blade there and get him some extra yards and stay on the park. So Kenyan scrum, 2.5 minutes to play. Kenya in command, although it's stolen against the head. Rare moment in sevens rugby. And Chile convert. Branger circling up the middle. And a little lack of precision from the men in red. Now they've got Anduvate to deal with. You hear him calling for the ball. And Olios got it. Penalty off their feet against Chile. Quick tap, Olios again. Got options to his right, but he keeps it just 7 meters out now. Advantage being played for offside. Good step there. Immediate support. That's a key to the Kenyan game. Looking for the line is Umanga. He's stopped. Credit the Chileans. They're not quitting here. But Big William Baka is stopped again. Finally over the top goes Alvin Marube. A dummy and a dive.
A little bit of 15's flavor here on the sevens pitch. A lot of the pick and go. Kenya just getting nice and low leg drive time and time, phase and phase again, keeping, you know, that's that white line fever. One step, one fake at a time to work it up.
So a minute to play here. Of course, Kenya, one of the many teams here preparing not only for the HSBC World Series, as the local fans are loving it. Commonwealth Games coming up for the Commonwealth nations, and the Rugby World Cup of Sevens down in Cape Town. Great opportunity for all these teams and their fans to see their teams ahead of those competitions as well. But right now it's HSBC Canada Sevens in Edmonton. It's the second of the 2 Pool B matches. Kenya dominating, but Chile with their hands on the ball. We do have 3 pools here. Only 12 teams attending, so the best third place qualifiers are important. So points difference becomes important. So Chile will look to manufacture something here in the dying seconds that may contribute to that points difference conversation. Oh, right through the middle on his toe. Really good step, and then another step off the right foot. Cover tackle from Kenya was there. This is exactly why, as the Hooter sounds, exactly why Kenya's
Backwards.
keeping this going, pounding away the other teams in this pool.
We're good.
Of course, Spain and the USA. The Chileans will fancy themselves against the Spanish and will look to upset the US. That ball spilled. It's going to be a penalty, so that on the Hooter we won't end the game. Quick tap. Spanish looking tired, sorry, the Chileans looking tired in defense, and in fact they've been sat down just a little bit too much for them. But Timothy Mamase with the try, fresh off the bench, carves up the Chilean defense.
As you said, Gareth, points matter in this pool to make it quarterfinals and beyond. That is a stellar offload coming out to the try scorer, Mamasi. It looked like Chile had the advantage to get the extra points close to the end of the game.
Look at the boys celebrating, dancing. Oh, quickly enough. He likes a good dance after a try. And that'll do it. Conversion. It is full time. Kenya dominating in the end, although Chile showed some sparks. 36 points to 5. Kenya over Chile.